Back in 2023, Amazon put former Microsoft exec Panos Panay in charge of its Alexa division. This includes their very popular line of Echo speakers and displays. Since then, we've been waiting to see what his influence on the Echo device lineup would be. I was especially curious given the rumors that Amazon actually loses money on every Echo speaker that it sells. Well, back in November, Amazon started selling the first Echo devices released under Panos' leadership. The Dot Max, Studio, Show 8, and Show 11 were all released at the same time. I was especially curious about the Show 11 since it replaces the Show 10 that came out in 2021, and we loved using it in our kitchen due to its combination of a bigger screen for recipes and shows and good sounding speaker for music. Computer, start recipe.
You're all set to continue. Baste that chicken with barbecue sauce and keep grilling for another 10 to 15 minutes until it hits 165 degrees internally.
So let me show you how the Show 11 compares to the third generation Show 10, and let's see if it's a worthy successor for your kitchen counter. Let's start with the hardware itself for the Show 11. Now looks can be subjective, but I think the Show 11 looks absolutely fantastic. Imagine an iPad stuck onto a slightly larger Apple HomePod Mini. That's what you get with the Show 11. Its speaker even has a fabric cover like Apple's HomePods. Amazon definitely stepped up the design. The first thing you'll notice if you put the Show 11 next to the Show 10 is that it's actually smaller than the Show 10 despite having a 1-inch bigger screen. There's a couple reasons for that. Amazon has drastically shrunk the bezels on the Show 11 so that it makes more efficient use of the space. It goes from a 10-inch by 9-inch total dimension to a 10-inch by 7-inch dimension. And the screen itself has a higher resolution of 1920 by 1200, so images and video look really good on it. It's also thinner when viewed from the side, giving it even more credibility to the iPad stuck to a HomePod look. However, I found the touch responsiveness on the Show 11 just as laggy as the Show 10, so no improvements in that area. The front-facing camera on the Show 11 remains a 13 megapixel unit just like the Show 10, but one thing you'll lose due to the small bezels and the thinness is the physical camera cover that the Show 10 had. Now I much prefer a physical cover for my indoor cameras, so this is a disappointing loss. Instead on the Show 11 you need a combined mute and camera privacy key. Pressing it does both, or you can go in the settings and permanently disable the camera. Another reason that the whole unit looks smaller is because Amazon took away the motorized swivel base that allows the Show 10 to follow you whenever you're interacting with it or looking at recipes or listening to music or talking to Amazon's voice assistant. However, I won't miss this too much because I found it to be overly reactive and would actually swing past where I was walking to when I was moving. So this part I won't miss. Let's talk about the guts of the Show 11. Inside, the Wi-Fi radio gets a slight speed increase from Wi-Fi 6 to Wi-Fi 6E for better video playback speed, music listening to, basically anytime you interact with it. The processor also gets bumped from an AZ1 processor to an AZ3 with AI accelerometer. But it's not immediately noticeable to me what this means in real life use at this point. And of course, we need to talk about the smart home radios, where Amazon has carried over the Zigbee and Thread radio from the Show 10 to the Show 11, which is great to see, so you can pair just about any Zigbee certified or Matter certified device to it and use it with Amazon's Assistant. Now under this nice fabric speaker cover that I mentioned earlier, Amazon has slightly tweaked the speaker arrangement. I'm sure partly due to the smaller size compared to the Show 10. They went from 2 1-inch tweeters with a 3-inch woofer to 2 full-range drivers of undisclosed size and 1 2.8-inch woofer. While I'm certainly not a sound expert, given the difference in speaker size, I was worried about a decline in the music quality and volume. But I'm happy to report that Amazon has somehow defeated the physics gods and made the Show 11 sound just as good, if not slightly better. Volume-wise, they pretty much match each other, but when going back and forth using the same song between the two, the Show 11 sounded much clearer and made the Show 10 sound muddled. And just to set expectations, neither of these are still on par with even the cheapest Sonos speaker like this one from IKEA, probably based on just physics and size alone. but it's definitely better than the smaller Echo siblings. One thing I didn't expect to see much difference between the Show 10 and Show 11 was how they handle the visual design of Alexa Plus on their screens. But it turns out there's a few important differences that we need to cover. Let's start with the menu in the upper left corner of the screen. This is 90% the same, except the Show 11 now has a TV and videos option. Here you can launch native Prime Video and Netflix apps to watch your shows. There's also shortcuts to YouTube, YouTube TV, TikTok, and more that will open in the Silk browser on those sites to watch videos on those platforms. While this was possible on the Show 10, you would have to do it via widgets or asking Alexa to open them. Having it on the menu on the Show 11 is a nice touch. Now on the home screen for both of these, you still get widgets. You can add and edit them the same way as you can see in my Alexa Plus UI video a few weeks ago. But the Show 11 doesn't have that pesky permanent widget that rotates through Amazon tailored topics like the Show 10, 15, and 21 have. Great news, right? Well, it turns out that's because Amazon has changed how the Show 11 reacts when it's waking up when you approach it. On the Show 10, the full screen Amazon curated rotating info shrinks down into that permanent widget on the home screen. And it stays there for quite a while before going back to full screen mode when no activity is detected. On the Show 11, when you approach it, the widgets partially fly out from the right side of the screen. If you don't drag them to full screen, they will quickly disappear and go back to Amazon's rotating info. This means you get less time with your widgets on the screen showing you the data that you've customized and determined important to you. Instead, you get more time with the data and items that Amazon thinks are important to you. And yes, on both the Show 10 and the Show 11, when Amazon has their info full screen, you will get some ads. So given the mixed news, is the Show 11 a worthy successor to the Show 10? From a design, screen, and sound quality standpoint, 100% yes. The Show 11 looks absolutely fantastic, the video quality is great, and the sound quality is much improved over the Show 10. I still think the Show 11 is the best Amazon Echo for your kitchen. If those are important to you, make sure you use Amazon's trade-in program if you're going to upgrade from the Show 10 to the Show 11 so you get 20% off. However, if you're a current 3rd gen Show 10 owner or you prioritize your Alexa Plus widgets on the home screen and want to see them more often, I say hold on to your Show 10. But let me know what y'all think. Do you think the Show 11 is a great replacement for the Show 10? Or given this news, do you hold off and keep the Show 10? Let me know in the comments. As always, thanks for watching. If you enjoy this smart home content, make sure to subscribe.